Liger has a mast again, and over the next 2 episodes I am going to show you the entire process from start to finish, including the highs of being reunited with the French rigger Jean Gui to the lows of realizing that things on this new mast weren't quite where they needed to be for installation. All moving us forward towards the goal of relaunching Liger and finally living out on the water before the end of 2024. This week we transform from motor yacht back to a sailing yacht with the installation of our new mast. What happened with our mast is an entire saga in itself that we have literally hours of YouTube videos on, but let me see if I can explain it in a nutshell. It started with a noise in the ocean.
It's not the ropes. It's the cable. Hopefully the electronics last till we get there.
Then, when we hauled in Italy, conduit came crashing out. Bastards. Is that the whole conduit coming out?
It's just shattered to pieces. Full of it. Huh. This is what we've had to listen to from God knows where in the ocean to here. It's all wedged in there sideways. I don't know how it's all.
Do you want me to get it?
No, I don't know how. It's all wedged in there. Like you look up in the hole. Like.
As we started to deconstruct the mast, we found multiple issues, including destroyed conduit, damaged cables, and holes drilled in the wrong place. Requests for information went unanswered, and both the yard and us couldn't find a tradesman in the area willing to do what needed to be done without that information. And with our Schengen visa running out of time, we worked through the night to come up with a temporary fix. With that temporary fix in place, we sailed to Gibraltar, where Leopard Catamarans coordinated with ZSpars to fly their top rigger out to check our rig and replace a damaged cap shroud. Then we continued on our way across the Atlantic to Trinidad, where we decided to have our final warranty haul out. Travelopia, who oversees the Leopard Catamarans, moorings and sunsail, stepped up, and for reasons we've still not been told, made the decision that the best permanent fix solution was a new mast, which was shipped to Trinidad last year and has been sitting in a box ever since. This brings us to now, and this week the new mast is going on. There is one man that we absolutely trust to get this job done, and thankfully Leopard and ZSpars have facilitated him coming out, and that is Jean Gui. Jean Gui is ZSpars' top rigger, with ZSpars obviously being the manufacturer of our mast. We have been fortunate enough to meet Jean Gui before. We only spent 1 day with him, but it was an incredibly memorable day where he really impressed us with his knowledge, his professionalism, and you know what, he's just a really good, fun guy to be around. So we are so pleased that he is here, and over the next, I think, 2 days, he will be transferring everything from the old mast to the new mast and then getting the mast and all the rigging reinstalled on Liger. One of the first things he needs to do is loosen the tension on the diamonds. Now, it's the tension on those diamonds that keep the curve of the mast. So we're just going to move some stands, release that, and then the mast should be straight, and he can continue taking off the fittings from the old mast that need to go on the new mast.
It's okay, thank you guys. Okay. I sailboat. Now we are waiting the new mast. We put it this area when the boat go on the water. and everything it's where it is. All the pin it's off, are off. It will be quick to put all the rigging on the new mast. And just we have to wait the new mast and to check if everything is okay with it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Now we take off the track. When I'm walking in France, I have a van.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
And but to come here, I need to choose. I have to choose which tool
Yeah.
I can bring.
If you need anything, you can just grab it out of our toolbox as well. Things are progressing really well here so far. Jean Gui is well on his way to stripping the old mast. He's just working on freeing the shrouds at the moment. And as you can see behind me, they are getting ready to launch Electron, which is the Fontaine Pajot behind me. And once she's launched, then the mast can be moved down. So busy today, but it's so nice to see progress happening so quickly without any mistakes. They're still working on the boat next door, but Jean Gui's headed up to check out the mast and what it's currently like, while we tackle the mast base.
Things coming off.
I went inside for a second. I forget what I was even grabbing, but while I was inside, I just hear this rip noise. And while I was in there, Trent managed to get the mast base. He literally just got his arms in and ripped it up. So now we can see how much silicone was actually on it and what kind of corrosion was underneath it. So this is it here. So that there is, you can see,
Salt.
That's the silicone. That's salt. Feel free to come to Trinidad and taste it if you want. And then around here you can see all the corrosion on the mast base.
That's the Sikaflex bead that I wiped off.
Yeah.
Already.
Yep.
But it's just full of mud under it.
Yeah, it's a bit gross. After getting the mast base off, we headed next door to Patches with Jean Gui for some lunch, deciding to check on the progress of the mast unboxing on our way back to Liger. This was the first time we had ever seen the new mast.
I can't believe there's no mast base on it.
What do you mean?
There's no base.
Oh really?
Like the teeth.
So it has to come, oh the foot, like the...
You take the
Oh, I see. Oh, is that new spreaders, Trent, attached to the side? New, is that spreaders or?
we didn't know we had it ready.
The mast was unboxed and now they are in the process of bringing the new mast down and setting it up. It's going to go on the concrete pad next to us, so it's really easy to transfer things from the old mast to the new mast.
It's a beautiful present.
Yeah, it's like you're unwrapping the world's biggest Christmas present.
Before Christmas.
I don't know if you can see it, but Trent is actually on the phone right now. And I heard a little bit as I was walking past. He's on the phone to the guy who was the team leader here of the repair team. He had to fly out on Monday. It was a visa thing, like he had to go. But he's just letting us know that there's been another change and the repair team is going to be here another week. Again, it's going to be a size down, only a couple guys. So it's just another boost to get us ready so that we can definitely launch in December.
Oh, is it?
It's nice to see this after all the shit we've been through with the mast.
Yeah. Hopefully this is the last time we ever have to deal with the mast.
The biggest difference between this mast and our old mast is around here. This new mast is a single piece mast, whereas the standard mast that comes on the Leopard 45 is a two-piece mast with a joint in the middle. So we didn't advocate or decide that that's what we wanted. That is what Leopard decided to give us. So that is what is here. So yeah, it's something that's going to be a little unique about Liger's rigging. Now that the mast is safely on the stands, there is 2 days, today and tomorrow, to transfer everything from the old mast to the new mast and then install the new components that couldn't be transferred across. Then on Thursday, the crane is coming to put that bad boy onto the boat. World's worst rigging assistant.
Oh, you think that's funny, don't you? You think that's funny? You think that's funny?
We were just looking at the two mastheads next to each other for the first time, and we realized they're actually different sizes. So the new one is bigger, which we kind of like that it's longer. It gives us more space to put things on because we do have a manual wind instrument, a Raymarine wind instrument, a Garmin wind instrument, because, you know, when you've lost all wind instrument data in the Atlantic Ocean, you want to fail safe. And then we also have the VHF, the anchor light, and the lightning protection. So it's pretty busy up there. I walked off for a couple of minutes to help Trent find the pen for the main halyard and came back and we have spreaders. Well, spreader, but you know, spreader on the way to spreaders.
That's
Perfect.
I'm happy. And the most important thing is to place the boomerang perfectly to the middle of the mast. 1 or 2 millimeters on the side. Everything will be wrong after when you put tension. You have a big opening, big windows.
Today is the day. Everything gets Duralast.
There will be no galvanic corrosion.
Coming back out, being cleaned, and getting Duralast. Bright yellow. Paint me like one of your French girls. Just put your little fucking thing on, and then just. Like that.
Picasso.
Yeah.
Picasso. Oh yeah.
One here.
And once the Duralax set, you'll be able to reinstall the mast base.
I'll do it now.
Sweet. Jean Gui has been extremely efficient. He has already installed the outside diamond and is tensioning that and bending this new mast into shape. I remember from Gibraltar, which was almost 2 years ago now, Jean Gui saying that unlike the cap shrouds, which can be untensioned and retensioned as you take your mast on and off, the diamond is a one and done deal. So he will set this tension now, and then after that, they shouldn't get touched again.
Perfect.
Perfect? Yeah. How do you know?
No, nothing touch the ground.
Oh, is it the balancing?
It's perfect. You see, if I do this, it means it's very straight.
Okay.
Because nothing touch here, and if I do this.
How do you know when it's the right amount of bend?
You imagine that you can put a line between the head of the mast and the gooseneck.
Yep.
And we put a line.
Mm-hmm.
And this distance between the line and here.
Yep.
It's maximum size. It's half of profile of mast.
Okay.
And you have to check if
it's straight.
it's straight.
Yeah, because I remember you checking that on our boat in Gibraltar.
Yeah. And you can adjust when the mast it's up to.
Yep.
And you can check.
It has been a very busy day for everyone. I think we're all pretty tired, but the guys are gonna go out for dinner tonight, and I'm gonna face plant the couch. So they're all just finishing off their last little bits before they go do that. Tynan and Trent are putting the mast base on. Jean Gui is just finishing off a couple little things, but he has more he wants to do when they get back. And Nino is just finishing off some stuff in the rear cockpit. When you think about doing a new mast like this, it's not just installing the spreaders, the mast track, the cap shrouds, all those things. It's also everything that was on our mast. So it's the wind instruments, it's the tricolor light, the lightning protection system, the radar, the VHF, the steaming light, all those, the deck light, all those things that go on your mast that make it functional for living on a boat. So it's a lot to do.
I think I've had like 4 or 5 hours sleep. I brought some stuff over, I'll bring the rest. Look at that.
What?
Can you see what he's done? He took the steps off the other mast so we can go further up this mast. So
It's pretty cool.
Look out, yeah, it's sick. It's awesome.
With the new mast came some new steps, and he took the steps off the old mast as well and changed the configuration, so basically we can get a lot higher up our mast than we ever could before. In fact, all the way up to here using these steps, which is so cool, because before, to be able to reach our sail bag, I couldn't even reach it, and Tynan was up on his tippy toes trying to reach the sail up above and pull it down. So that is a really cool little improvement for this. Now what they're trying to do is work out the positioning of the radar, but I think we're gonna have to hit pause in a second because the rain is coming.
Jean Gui, a little bit, hey.
What are we doing?
He's entertaining my dumb idea.
With the steps on and the radar bracket installed, now it's time to really start seriously looking at the masthead, which is what Jean Gui and Tynan are doing at the moment. So we have a Certec technical lightning protection system installed on Liger, and in a nutshell, it has a metal pole at the top of the mast that the CMCE bulb goes into. That is attached to a cable that runs down through the mast and then is grounded through the boat to some copper plates in the hull. Now, there's a few reasons we chose to get a system like this, which we did through Leopard in Cape Town. One of them, which you might be interested in, is that certain insurance companies will give you better conditions if you have one aboard. Our lightning protection system is having to be reinstalled, and as part of that there is a new pole. The edges on the pole though were very sharp, so Tynan's just doing some modifications to that, while Jean Gui has a look at the mast cap and what needs to be done to that. This extension at the back here, that is how we fit our Garmin wind instrument onto the mast. So the Garmin one clips in here and goes out the back, lightning protection off the top, and then we fit the manual wind instrument and the Raymarine wind instrument up, further up. Now that I've got the main halyard out, Jean Gui's going to stop what he's doing and he and I are going to pull it through the mast. Jean Gui just told me he needs to do all the electrics now. So I need to go find the lightning protection cable and whatever else is in the apartment. Then we can start pulling lines.
Yeah, cut that going. Dude, this is you're pinnacle rigging. You're the top of rigging. No, you are in the whole world. That fashionable, buys dinner, polite, doesn't steal anything, doesn't break anything. Man, you are like...
Has a tension meter?
No, it doesn't get any better. If you look at him, that's it.
As night fell on day 2, problems started to arise. You have a grinding disc on the top of the mast. Should I be concerned?
Should be concerned whenever I have a grinder.
First, the cable exits on this mast was smaller than the old mast. Solution: consult the expert, get a grinder, make 2 holes 1, then smooth it out. While it was not an insurmountable problem, it was a time-consuming one, something that became a theme from this point on. The thing we're trying to overcome with this lightning protection is the new lightning protection pole is different to the old one, and the base is different, and the way it lines up on the new masthead, which is different to the old one, just doesn't make any sense. And the slot in it is cut in the front, which, you know, forward motion, that doesn't make a lot of sense either. So we're just trying to work out how this is going to happen.
The thing is, you can't rush this shit. Like...
No, definitely not. This is a one-way trip. You want to think about it.
But I'm having PTSD from Italy. The mast is going on tomorrow and it's still in pieces and none of the ropes or anything are in. I'm not doing 48 hours again.
We would be so much more stressed. I don't even know if we would do this if we didn't have their support getting this new mast together. You know, that is a huge task to do, and it's not something that you can just go and find a random rigger to get done. Like, it's very technical. You really need to know the mast. So we are so grateful that Jean Gui is here, and that when we run into little things like the slot at the top not being big enough, he can just tell us straight away what's possible and what you can and can't do. So yeah, just another very grateful to ZSpars, and of course by extension Leopard, who have facilitated them being out here. Yeah, like Tynan said, this is a little reminiscent of Italy. It's a lot of work to put a mast together, and the crane is coming tomorrow. And it's not like we haven't been working hard. Like, it's 2 days of full-on work. We'll get there in the end because we're determined and we get shit done. But yeah, it's going to require teamwork and pizza, I think. Oh wow, you did a really good job. That's amazing. That looks manufactured, you've got it so smooth.
You like my hole, do you?
I really like your hole, actually. Just ordered the, we just ordered pizza. Nino, Nino.
Hello.
They're different though, different shape.
Yeah. The hole in front of these windows, and you screw.
Yeah. So we need to use the old ones then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's okay.
Why does it never work?
I don't know.
Why's it gone black like that?
What?
Why's it gone black like that? You know why it's gone black?
That is black.
Do you know why?
Because it's not marine.
It's fucking housing wire.
Jesus Christ.
That's why it's brown and blue.
It is 10:30 at night. We're all very tired. But as we just discussed as a group, Jean Gui is a VIP person after our experience with him in Gibraltar, so we're all still up helping him. We definitely don't want him to be out here doing this by himself, and there is no one else here to help him. There's been some hiccups along the way. Some stuff on this mast is not quite the right size. Very reminiscent of Italy right now, but in Italy we didn't have Jean Gui. So again, thankfully we have him. So there's at least 3 cables that we're going to have to replace tomorrow because of issues with the cables that were either replaced or were there. And then the camera, we've decided to just not put that back on. Have to deal with the lightning protection tomorrow because it needs to be machined. That only arrived like last week, so and until it was all together we couldn't see how it was even going to work. So yeah, the radar is what they're doing now, and then we'll see how far we get tonight. But like I said, everyone's getting pretty tired. It's late and we're gonna have to be up early tomorrow to get this sorted. Rosie, what are you doing? Did you want to come out with the people was?
I just work here.
I just checked my phone and it is 11:20 and I've been up since like 5:30 I think. So I'm going to bed. The guys are going to bed too. The radar's the last thing that we're going to do tonight. Then everyone up in the morning, see how we go getting this stuff that we need and the machining done, and see if we can still make the crane time. We definitely wouldn't have even got this far. Absolutely not if we didn't have Jean Gui and if we weren't all working together as a team. Like, we're tired, people are getting grumpy, but even then, like, we kind of come together at the end. You get this bit of an uplift knowing that you're almost done for the night. And yeah, I have no idea where we're going to get to tomorrow, but if we get finished, I think we definitely deserve a beer at the end of the day.